Okay, we're here in the great forest of Kansas, and today I have a Silky Big Boy, and it happens to be the Outback version. This is just like the other Big Boy, except it's got the same handle, darker, and it's got a tin and nickel coating on the blade. Locks up the same way. As to be expected. That's about my favorite setting on it. They say that this is to help subdue the blade for like if you're out in the bush and stuff like that, but as you can see, well, hopefully the camera picks it up, it still has, it's pretty bright, pretty reflective. It's just not as much as if it would be if it was polished. And this, I do believe, is a lot more protective coating for the blade. You have the Arbor's composite handle. The blade's 360 millimeters, which is 14.2 inches long. Folded up, it's just a bit longer. As you can see, this is a big honking thing. They make three of them: the Gom Boy, which is the middle one, and the Pocket Boy, which is smaller, and as it's stated, will fit in the pocket. You'll be seeing those later, but we're working on this one at the moment. They say that this thing will cut hardwood, softwood, and bone. Well, we're going to try it. Because right here, cutting softwood, we all know it'll do that. Or greenwood, we all know it'll do that. That's not a big thing. This is Osage, which is a terribly hard wood here in the great forest of Kansas. So we'll pop around over here so the shadow is not so bad. That's cutting that pretty good. Typical Silky pulls on the cut, or cuts on the pull. You don't want to push on these because I've never done it. I haven't done it yet, but they say that the blades can bend and break, which I don't know. I've never had an issue with it. Silky makes a good saw. I would hope so, because you gotta be careful when you're doing that. You don't want to jump. These teeth will eat you. Like I said, this stuff is hard. It's dry, very, very dry. That cuts very, very well. Moving around a little bit gimpy, my knee's still kind of goopy. Okay, we have some birch that I secured. Well, let's see. I'm gonna cut a length off because I want to cut a spoon later. Wow. I'm not even really working hard on that one. These teeth are pretty aggressive. But it goes through that like nothing. I can see those guys out in the woods where they take these out and cut pine logs to build shelters and cabins. I can see that. Pine cuts easy. I want to see them do it with old dead Osage. Here's a tree more like our area. This is red cedar, and we have massive amounts of this mess here. It's not a terribly hard wood, but this is a dry bit. You can tell fresh cut. It's red cedar, juniper. This is fairly dry, but it's got the purple heartwood, which is kind of cool. The nice thing about this is that with the bag, you can clip it onto a pack. They make a case for it that you can run it on your belt, I think. Slip in. I'd rather almost have it in the bag where it's a little more secured. The other thing I do like with this is you can put a lanyard in it. The thing I don't like for sure is because if you're carrying it in a loose pack, it's kind of like the Coronas. The teeth aren't completely covered in this one. Granted, not likely that you'd get in there, but things that you have could, which would be not really cool. Now, this is a test that I haven't normally seen done, and I haven't tried it. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna work my knee again. I dislocated it a while back, and it's finally starting to come back a little bit. So I'm gonna do something I'm not gonna like very much right here. There we go. Pardon the shadow. Okay, this is bone. This is old dry bone. Now, just know green bone will cut much easier than this fresh bone. You can use this in a pack for breaking down large game, things like that is what they're claiming. So we're gonna see. Oh yeah, it's biting into it. Okay, still hasn't bit into the teeth, still feel sharp. You can see it's cut. I don't want to be breathing the bone dust. Cut through it clean. That's kind of cool. Doesn't look like it. Coating on the blade still looks good. Doesn't look worn. You have that sap and stuff like that from the other bit. Silky Outback version, Big Boy. Great saw. They run it in Amazon. I just saw prices in at 140 bucks, which I thought was kind of way expensive. If you do a quick Google search online, you can find them for under 90 bucks, 85. I saw a whole bunch of listings like that depending on the company you want to deal with. From Silky, I'm not sure, I'd have to look that up, but there's multiple places to get these. This is, you might end up waiting with the way transportation is at the moment, but if they have it online, not a big deal. Good saw, I like it.